Hello, it's Rachel from Caramel and Cream. Today I'm going to show you how to make this little congratulations card. My son's just started his GCSE exams today, so obviously it's in my mind for the results at the end. So I thought I would design some little cards ready for when his friends all get their results on results day. We're going to need 3 stamp sets. I'm going to start off with Gorgeous Grunge, which is this lovely splatter sort of paint effect, which is going to be our background. We have the set Bravo, which is all different sentiment sayings. Wow, congratulations, happy for you, way to go. And then you also need the Be the Star stamp set. And this comes with, this also comes with the star framelets. I'll show those in more detail as we go along. So this is one I made before, and this is in Bermuda Bay and Melon Mambo, and today we're going to do a real red version with Pacific Point, just to make more of a boys kind of version. So to start off, we'll bring back in the Bravo saying. We're going to use Bravo. Last time I used the big wow, this time I'm going to use Bravo, and we're still going to use the little You Did It for at the bottom. So I have those mounted ready. So we're going to take our Pacific Point ink, just ink up our stamp. Obviously I'm just eyeballing it, but I'm going to try and get it as level as I can. Push firmly in the top corner. That's not too bad. And then we're going to take the You Did It smaller stamp, ink again in Pacific Point. This time we're just going to come down into the bottom corner. The great thing about these photopolymer stamps is that you can see straight through, so without even using a Stamp-A-Majig you can be pretty accurate. Okay, so next we're going to take the Gorgeous Grunge stamp set, and we're using the smaller of the splatter effects this time. Again, using our Pacific Point, just ink up that stamp lightly, and this you can just place randomly across the central area of the card. Ink each time in between so you get the colours nice and bright. And then we're just going to clean that off, and then we're going to come in with the real red. We'll just do exactly the same. Just ink up. This one I'm going to cross the centre first. Ink again. Go out to the edge this side. And then last time over on the right hand side. Sorry, on the left hand side there. Okay. Clean that off. Okay, so while that's drying, we can just move this out of the way, and we'll come in with our stars. And I've chosen to use the bigger of the stars, and also this one here for the side. So with a piece of scrap Whisper White, I'm going to do the larger star in real red. And you can come to the edge of your card to start to do this, because you are going to use the Big Shot and Frameless to cut it out. And then we can use the smaller star and Pacific Point. And you need 2 of these. Again, ink up in between, just so that the colour is nice and bright. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in our star framelets. This is a great set of all different sizes of stars. So you just need to pick out which one will fit round, and you can just measure it by popping it over, and you can see the raised area is where it's going to cut. So we know that that one's fine for there, and the next size down will be fine for our blue. If you haven't used a big shot before, I'll show you. I'm actually going to just cut these down smaller just so I can show you, and also save our little bit of excess scrap there. When you're doing big shot work, you have the platform and you have clear cutting pads. Mine are very, very well used, but as you can see, even though they're bowed and all cut into, they still work absolutely fine. So you put your first layer down, then your image that you're going to cut out, and we can do 2 at the one time because we've enough framelits to do that, and then layer your star at the top. Make sure you have the raised edge facing down because that's what's going to cut the shape out. Line it up as best as you can, and the same with our smaller one. And then you put the sandwich over the top and then run that like that through your big shot. So I'm just going to do that now to the side of camera, just because I've not got enough room really to bring everything into shot. So run that through. You can actually get magnetic plates now. I haven't got one yet, which will work very well with the framelits. It will help hold it in place so you make sure it doesn't move around on you as you're running it through. And then just push your shape out. Like so. I'm just going to run our last star through again, same way, layering up onto the first plate, sandwiching over the top, and running it through the big shot. Sorry if I'm jiggling you around. And just push it out. There we go. Now we can bring back in our card, and each of these stars are going to go to the side. So I'm just going to use a little foam pad for these. Just 3 is enough, 1 at the top and 2 towards the lower end. And the same on the other star. Oops. Peel off your backing. And if you've seen me use these foam pads before, I like to just pop a little bit of liquid glue on them. They are sticky enough on their own, but the liquid glue just allows you to be able to move them into place slightly. If you use the foam pad on its own, once it's down, that's it, it's stuck. The liquid glue, if it's not quite exactly where you want it, you can just slide it around a little. So I'm going to go to the side first. Make sure that your point doesn't come off the edge of your card, otherwise it won't fit into your envelope. And the same the other side. Try and line them up as best as you can. Just move it in slightly. Okay. And then again with our bigger star, put some more of the foam pads on. This one I'm putting it on each of the points just because it is a larger star. Again, a little dot of Tombow into each of the pads. flip over, and you can decide where you want that to go. Fairly central to where the two blue stars are at the side. Just push firmly. There we go, really quick congratulations card. In both versions, I suppose a boy and girl version. Hope you like them. Like I say, really quick to make, and I just think they look really effective. If you'd like to order any Stampin' Up products, you can go over to my blog page, and you can do so from there on the Shop Now button. If you've any questions or comments, please leave them below and I will take the time to answer. Thank you, bye bye.